Hello everyone, welcome back to Monstack Web Application Development Series. In this video, we'll be working on our other model and the operations on that. Okay, so we will try to do this as quickly as possible. So let's create a exercise. So exercise.model.js. Okay, and let's define the parameters that were there for our app exercise. So let's actually copy few of the content from user. So basically I can copy this much data. Okay, so we are trying to save as much time as possible. Okay, and let's get started. Okay, I think yes. So we want to have a username. Okay, so basically what user this particular exercise belongs to, and this should obviously be the required thing. Okay, and so this is one parameter, and another is the description. I guess you can give a description to the exercise, which will also be string, and you can also say required here as true. Okay, two columns, and you can have third column as the duration or the how much time you had exercised for, and yes, this can be a number, and let's have this as true as well, and you can record the date of on which the exercise was performed. Okay, so I guess date. So this is also required, and let's also have the timestamp. Okay, timestamp equal to true. Okay, and let's expose this over the packages. Let's create first the object of exercise, the model object of Mongoose. Mongoose.model, create a exercise model with the schema that is declared above. I think we need to rename this because it's not coming in the autocomplete. Okay, so exercise schema, and you can pass the exercise schema here. Okay, so the exercise model has been created. Just need to export this module.exports equal to exercise. Okay, I think that's all with the okay, and user.model size model. I don't think we need this. Let's get rid of this. Mongoose is already imported, schema is already used. So okay, so this is done. Let's create a route for exercise. We'll say exercise.js itself, and let's fill in the details for this file. So here we will have a lot of operations. So basically we want to have search operations based on certain ID and stuff as well. Okay, so let's do this one by one. I'll try to do it ASAP. Just you need to copy along. I'll try to explain all the possible things, but it is mostly what we have done in the previous video. Okay, let's also import the exercise model. So we need to go back to model, exercise model. Okay, both imported. First we need to do a get. Okay, and for that you can do router.route, and you know it is asking for a parameter which will say as the root route for this particular model, and this will give us two parameters, request and response. Okay, so yeah, we have done this already. Exercise.find, then we get some exercises and we dump that back to the UI. So this is something we have already done exercise. Okay, and Also, let's have little bit of error handling. Can do response dot status as 400 and dot JSON has some error. Okay. So here I am auto formatting the code using a plugin. If you want to install, its name is Pretty Code Formatter. Okay, so you can install this particular plugin, and whenever you hit Control Shift I, the code is going to automatically format. Okay, so suppose the code was like this. If I hit Control Shift I, the code is automatically going to format itself. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to share a tip. So you can do a router dot we are doing what now? We are doing add. Okay, we have already done one add. We will do that again, but it's just that in this we will have a little more parameters. In that we had only username. Here we might have more as per the schema. So we're doing this via post. Okay, and we have request, and then second thing we have is response. Okay, now let's implement this thing. So what we want to do is we want to get the username from request body. So request dot body, like similar to what we have done it in our previous step. Okay, all right. Okay, constant description request dot body dot description const duration equal to request dot body dot duration. Okay, and this will be string by default, so might want to wrap it as well. Okay, with number, and const dot date date dot parse request dot body dot parse. Yeah, so that's how you will get the date. Okay, now with the parameters we have got, we want to create the instance of exercise model, right? So similar to what we have done for user model. Okay, exercise, and the parameters that it wants is username, description, duration, and date. Okay, again I'm using the Control Shift I to auto format the code. Okay, and then you can go ahead and save this particular instance by saying save, and do some error handling or success message being sent to user or the caller. You can say exercise added. Okay, you might want to have the error handling part as well. So with that, this completes this particular add and delete API, which we have already done. Okay, so now we want to do is search a particular exercise by the user ID. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. So router dot, so let's do search on ID, router dot route. Okay, and here we will say router path, but not a fixed string but a variable string, which will be our ID. Okay, get some request, some response, and let's implement these things. Okay, I'm going here really fast because we don't want to discuss on how to write code for say Node.js based application as such, but get a high level overview of what are all the things that are possible. So explaining all these things might not be easy, but you can always refer to the documentation links that I will be sharing in the description to understand what is the difference between this and this. Okay, so here it's a fixed string, here it's a variable. Okay, all right, and exercise dot find by id one particular request param. So yeah, that's how you get the id, and then you can do a search where you will get some exercise in the response, and that response can be sent back to the user. Sorry, exercise. Okay, all right, I think that's done with respect to searching of an exercise based upon an id. Okay, I think, yeah, so we're good, right? Search exercise on id, done. Searching part is done. Let's also perform the delete operation. Okay. Okay. So one thing might confuse you here is how is the application going to understand if the request parameters that is passed is a variable or a string itself? Like how is it going to distinguish? If I do slash dot slash add, why doesn't it resolve here? Is basically distinguished by the type of request. So here in this case, add accepts only post, and anything to do with the get with anything that is after URL, like one or maybe a, this translates to this particular API. You do a get request on get request like this, and it translates to this API. And here you're actually doing a post. So that's how the requests are getting diverted to different methods. Okay. And let's do a router dot route. I think we need to do some delete operation now. Okay. Delete. So again, like if we want to delete on a particular ID, so now here we need to use a different method other than this to uniquely identify which method to execute. So thankfully there is a delete method which is nothing but what we want to perform. Okay, you can do a HTTP delete. Okay, I made a mistake here. Get delete request response. Okay, yeah. So yes. Now we need to do exercise dot find by ID and delete. Okay, based upon the params that will come in the request. Okay, and yeah, I guess we just copy the above message for faster execution. Okay, you can copy the code from the GitHub link that I'll be providing. Okay, exercise deleted, and obviously we won't be getting anything as an output from this particular method. And then we have the error handling as well. Okay, and the last thing we want to do is update. Okay, so for update I will just copy paste the code here. Okay, you can go ahead and write that yourself and try it out. If not, you can just copy paste the code from the GitHub link that I am giving. Okay, just copy pasting the update code which I have already written before. Okay, so this is basically what update will do. So here we are doing a post of /update/id. So this will resolve to this particular method. Okay, and then you extract the details from this particular post request and get the data from the body and do an exercise.save. Okay, you can just follow try to read this and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubt. Okay, now last thing we want to do is module.export equal to router. Okay, so this particular router is exposed. Okay, and also the user router has been exposed in the previous section. Okay, yeah, that's all the setup that we had to do from router and operation point of view. Okay. So I think we are done with this step. Now next we'll be creating our client project to interact with the server APIs that we have written. Okay. All right. So this was a pretty long video. I hope you're excited to get started with the React or front end part of the application. The server side is done. Okay. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.